America's epic saga, Lincoln to Trump. Abraham Lincoln, a rail splitter from Illinois with a voice like thunder, steps into a White House on the brink of collapse. The Civil War erupts, Union against Confederacy, brother against brother, freedom against the iron chains of slavery. Lincoln's 1863 Emancipation Proclamation declares millions free, a seismic blow to the South's foundation. His Gettysburg Address redefines the nation's soul, government of the people, by the people, for the people. But in 1865, John Wilkes Booth's bullet at Ford's Theater silences him. The Union holds, slavery's abolished, but America's wounds pulse with pain. Insight, Lincoln's vision of unity plants a seed, but equality remains a distant, blood-soaked dream. Reconstruction tries to mend the South, granting freedmen voting rights and citizenship. But by 1877, political deals abandon Black Americans to Jim Crow's brutal segregation, laws that chain them to second-class status for decades. The Gilded Age glitters with obscene wealth, John D. Rockefeller's oil empire, Andrew Carnegie's steel kingdom. But factories grind workers to dust, and immigrants pack tenements in disease-ridden cities. Political machines like Tammany Hall thrive on bribes. Insight, America's chasing progress, but its underbelly festers with inequality and betrayal. The 20th century dawns with Theodore Roosevelt, a Rough Rider turned president in 1901. He busts monopolies, protects forests, and flexes America's muscle, winning a Nobel for brokering peace in Russo, Japan. The 1910s see World War I. Woodrow Wilson joins late in 1917, tipping the scales for the Allies. The 1919 Versailles Treaty ends the war but sows chaos. Women win the vote in 1920, and the Roaring Twenties explode. Flappers dance, jazz swings, stocks soar. Then, October 1929, the market crashes. Banks fail, farms dry up, and the Great Depression starves hope. Insight, America's ambition is its engine, but unchecked greed crashes the ride. Franklin D. Roosevelt, cigarette holder tilted, takes charge in 1933. His New Deal pumps life into a broken nation. Social security, public works, banking reforms. The Dust Bowl chokes the plains, but FDR's fireside chats rally spirits. Then, December 7, 1941, Japan bombs Pearl Harbor. America dives into World War II, storming Normandy in 44, firebombing Tokyo, dropping atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 45. The war ends. America's a colossus, rebuilding Europe with the Marshall Plan. But the Cold War kicks off. US versus USSR, a global stare-down with nukes on the table. Insight, crisis forges America's might, but power breeds new burdens. The 1950s glow with suburban sprawl, tail-finned Cadillacs, and Elvis's hips. But Joe McCarthy's Red Scare paints dissent as treason, ruining lives. The civil rights movement ignites. Rosa Parks sits, Martin Luther King Jr. preaches, and the 1954 Brown v. Board ruling kills school segregation. Montgomery's bus boycott, lunch counter sit-ins, and freedom rides defy Jim Crow. JFK's New Frontier dazzles in 1961. Space race, Peace Corps. But his 1963 assassination in Dallas breaks hearts. Lyndon B. Johnson's Great Society delivers Medicare, Medicaid, and the 1964 Civil Rights Act, banning segregation. Yet Vietnam's jungle war tears America apart. Protests rage, 58,000 die. Insight, freedom's march is unstoppable, but every step costs blood and trust. 1974, Richard Nixon, tangled in Watergate's web of wiretapping and lies, resigns, the first president to quit. Faith in government crumbles. Jimmy Carter, a peanut farmer with a moral streak, struggles through inflation and Iran's hostage crisis. Ronald Reagan, Hollywood cowboy, storms in. 1981, his tax cuts and deregulation spark markets. His evil empire taunts collapse the Soviet Union by 1991. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall, echoes in Berlin. Insight, Reagan's swagger restores pride, but the cost of division lingers. Bill Clinton's 1990s hum with calm cash and a balanced budget, but Whitewater and Monica Lewinsky scandals stain his tenure. George W. Bush takes the helm in 2001, then 9/11 shatters the skyline. Afghanistan and Iraq wars follow, thousands die, trillions spent. The 2008 financial crisis hits like a tsunami. Lehman Brothers falls, homes foreclose, and Main Street reels. Insight. Global power comes with global pain, and hubris invites collapse. Barack Obama, America's first black president, rises in 2009 on a wave of hope. The Affordable Care Act reshapes healthcare, but the Tea Party pushes back, and racial tensions flare. Ferguson, Trayvon Martin. Social media amplifies every grudge. Insight. Progress sparks backlash in a nation wired for conflict. Donald Trump, brash and unfiltered, crashes the scene in 2017. Make America Great Again galvanizes millions. He slashes taxes, deregulates business, pulls out of climate accords, and brokers the Abraham Accords for Middle East peace. His tweets whip up storms, allies cheer, foes seethe. Impeached twice, he's acquitted both times. January 6, 2021. A mob storms the Capitol, a dark stain on democracy. Trump leaves, but his grip on the GOP holds. Insight. Trump's disruption mirrors America's restless soul, divided, defiant, craving change. From Lincoln's iron will to Trump's fiery disruption, America's story is a relentless charge through triumph, turmoil, and reinvention. Now, as we race into the future, artificial intelligence is supercharging the world, transforming everything from how we work to how we dream. Robots are rising, building our cities, healing our sick, and redefining labor. Self-driving cars are steering us toward a new era, promising safer roads and unshackling us from the wheel. On this wild ride, All Roads is your guide, exploring where technology and humanity collide as America and the world hurtles toward its next chapter. Buckle up and stay tuned for what's next.
Rev up for a wild ride with All Roads. Join a linguistic joyride, exploring serendipity, ubiquitous epiphany, cacophony, commemorate. From happy accidents to mind-blowing breakthroughs, we're cruising through vocab that'll supercharge a lexicon, packed with fun facts and laughs. This adventure is your ticket to smarter storytelling.